we had a commanding officer that used to let the first qualified guy to the airplane got to take the flight. We didn't have a duty pilot. The gong would go, the first qualified person to the airplane got to go. And I used to try and get in operations because then I'd know about the gong and I could get on the airplane.
Yeah, and you were qualified in all the airplanes.
Well, I wasn't at first, of course. I'd be a year and a half, but I was qualified to be a co-pilot. I got on a lot of flights. Well, I had two commanding officers here. One was named McDermott, who was an expert on offshore landings, and he was a colorful character and very. He was a heavy drinker, fairly heavy drinker. He had me running the liquor mess because I was a non-drinker, and he didn't figure I'd drink up the profits. So and of course on Monday, I'd come to work and he'd have this headache from the weekend, and I'd say, "Captain, you ought to join my club. I don't have any of these headaches, hangovers." But anyway, he was here a year, I think, of mine. And then a guy by the name of Scheibo came. And Scheibo was the guy that he had me go to Corpus Christi after I'd been here 2 years. And that's when he promised me that I would go to flight training. I mean, helicopter training. In fact, Scheibo, when he reported here, Carol and I were going to be in Iowa for 2 or 3 weeks leave in the summer when he came, and I let him use our house. So I made points with the CO and didn't even know it. I mean, I said, Captain, this thing is close to the base. It's 5 minutes from the base. You're not going to get a better place to stay. They had a CO's quarters. They still do. The CO still lives at the lighthouse. Oh, wow. I think maybe he had to wait until the guy.
Well, that's Point Loma,
relieving.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was in my house for a couple of weeks, while the other guy they were having the combined together for about a week, and then one relieved the other, and then the guy moved on. He had to get his stuff packed up and so forth. The other guy had to get his in. So that during that period, he stayed at my house.
That's considered base housing, that lighthouse?
Yes, it was, I think, then too. Yeah. I'm not too sure about that. I know that's where they live now, but I just don't know.
We won't hold you to that.
I don't remember.